Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back for another EVE Online video, and today's video is the first recording with my new graphics card. So I bought a new GPU. It's an RTX 2070, as you can see here. It's actually called the RTX 2070 Turbo. Sounds pretty amazing, but yeah, to be honest, it's actually a little bit of a down-tuned card because I was looking for something that is basically in line with the consumption of my old GTX 980. And so this one seemed to be around the same. I didn't mind a little bit of less performance. The real aim is 60 FPS stable at 1080p, and I think this card can do that very easily. So we are going to do a Sanshas vigil, try to move the camera around a little bit, see how the FPS monitor is holding up, and yeah, just give it a nice go. There should be lots of effects, I think, in the vigil, because we're gonna try to bum rush this one, so we should get lots of incoming missiles and lasers, and then we'll see how it responds. But so far, doesn't feel to me like it looks that different, but it is super smooth and super stable. That is a little bit that does feel a little bit different from before. So let's get to do that. We also have to align, we have to start repping, we have to attack the security base, add in some laser fire as well, and there come the missiles, and that is not really moving very much, so that is pretty cool. I can also look around. So there's all those missile batteries, and that one is down. Return to drone bay, and then once they're in, we gotta activate. This is really how you want to do the vigils. Come on guys, get back, get back, get back. 4, 3, 2, 1, go, 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 as that explodes. And there we go, still holding quite nicely. That is really cool. And something, a small detail that I actually notice now on the Ishtar and didn't notice before is right here. You actually have something that opens up when we get out of warp normally. So let's see if, yep, look at that. Very, very, very cool. So all the details are now up and running. And it feels like it is indeed a step up from before when it comes to its stability. So let's take that stasis tower out in a couple of shots. That's usually what you want to do there. Then you want to return those guys. Start moving at full speed. Definitely start targeting these small guys. And then we've got a true Sanshas to find, which is over there at 30. Okay. And what I found out, basically we're gonna start approaching him. He's not in the best place, but we're gonna give this a go. Is that he is really, really not tanky. And so you can actually use your small fast drones to go straight after him. Look at that. Half armor already. Another volley should be in structure. There we go. One more volley and he's down. I can now get on that loot, get on that short range stuff, and focus on these spider drones next. We will take a little bit of damage as we are super slow at the moment, but pretty good application. And despite all the lasers, we are apparently holding. Man, I am impressed. This is just not going anywhere, that FPS monitor. As long as when I open up a different window, it does from time to time jump down a little bit. But so far this is working out quite nicely. We should be speeding up. 12 kilometers to the loot. Take care of that final loot web drone, please, as quickly as possible. And I will see if we can take some of these guys down as well. That loyal is probably gonna take a little bit of time, but now we should be at better speed. Try to cut down on that incoming DPS. That one is gone. Next one. Go, go, go. Speed up, speed up, speed up. And quick look at the gate that I want. Lower Devil. There it is. Alright, return to drone bay. Give me some good loot. 5 million. Not that great, but alright. And then lower Devil is next. So there we go. That's our first combat site. It's done pretty quickly, so we're actually gonna keep going a little bit more, just to keep an eye on the performance and see how things work out. But that is a vigil done quite well, I would say, and pretty damn stable. So the loot was alright. Thermal hardener. Would have loved to see like an implant or something like that, of course, but you can't be lucky every single time. So here we are in regular space again. Just look at the details on the Ishtar. This does feel, look at the armor effect here. That's actually normally wrapping itself up. Ah, damn, we take the gate just too early. And then let's get that one down. And there we go. But honestly, it's still to like above 50 FPS, so you hardly feel that. Then we can start moving, and when I move around, even like this with the camera, he just says, yeah, fine, no problem. I can render that. And then launching probes, looks okay. But this window pop here, you do see for about a second that we have a slight drop in performance, but honestly, I can live with that. I hardly feel it, of course. So let's do a little bit more. We can definitely keep going on our exploration run at the moment. Perhaps we'll find something else that is good, but this was really the goal of this video. Test the new GPU out a little bit. Honestly, if you guys notice problems or improvements, definitely let me know what it looks like on your end. But from my perspective here, basically more stability, which is also what I'm looking for. The idea behind this purchase is this was an upgrade of my PC from 2015. I'm still using like a really old one, 10-year-old PC, I think, with a GTX 960 for my recordings itself. But the goal here was to allow my current game PC to go for at least another 2-3 years is the goal. And if by then I want to do an upgrade, I could turn this one into a 4K capable recording PC as well. So that is basically the reason why I went with an upgrade for the GPU rather than buy a completely new PC. Something else that I actually bought is a 1TB SSD solid state drive. Potentially that is very nice as well, of course. Nope, it's not here, but we have to go to upper first, like that. It was actually surprisingly cheap, like 130 euros or so for a 1TB solid state drive, but I still need a cable before I actually install that one in the PC as well. But yeah, just looking to do a couple of small upgrades, basically get my game PC ready for the next 2-3 years or so. And then if by then everything is going as planned, I would say then I'll buy a completely new game PC, an even more powerful one, and get myself ready to maybe make the jump to 4K. But for now, 1080p, I think most people can only manage that anyways with their screens. Prices for 4K 144 Hertz monitors, for instance, are still completely ludicrous. So I'm not too worried about making the jump right now. It's all about getting that stability going. And so here, slight performance drop on a jump through the gate as well, but it gets to 50 or something like that. So it really is hardly noticeable. And here you get that tiny little drop of 10 FPS as well for 1 second when I open up the probe scanner window here so I can do my scanning. So let's keep going for just a little bit more. This is of course my favorite playstyle in EVE Online, doing a bit of exploration in the Ishtar at the moment. Absolutely loving it. You can see how nice and powerful it is, how versatile as well. You've got that speed to go after really small stuff. Even those small warp drones were not a problem for my hobgoblins, but if you want some medium range but good damage on bigger targets or targets that don't move, like the stasis tower, man, I love the guards for that. And then combine that with a mobile tractor unit, and you are really set to handle all these sites without any real problem. This looks like it could be good. It's decently hard to scan it down, so let's see if it's combat side or not. That would be pretty good. And so far I haven't encountered too many other healers and things like that, so potentially we could be alright. Although now it is starting to look like it's a really difficult one, so it could be one of those sleeper data sites as well, or a difficult relic site. Let's see what we end up with. Yeah, it's a data site that I'm not going to scan down. Magnet, that's definitely scanning, but not for combat sites. From here, I usually go to Lydia. I will keep going up until home base and see if we don't spot anything else. That's good. If I don't find anything, this is my initial route basically from Dital. I do one route. If I don't find anything good after that, I start clearing out the refuges. And if I still don't find anything after a round with that, I start basically cleaning out everything else. As many anomalies as I can, perhaps even some data relic sites and things like that, just to try and up the respawn rate on my route, and yeah, hope for some other good combat sites. That is my general tactic for exploration. But look at how smooth this is. It hardly moves on the FPS monitor. It looks really nice with the rays like that. And then I absolutely love that. God damn it, we're pulling away too quickly. I never even noticed the little lights on basically the forehead of the Ishtar that opens up like that. Really cool. Absolutely loving what I'm experiencing here so far with the new GPU. So this one doesn't seem big enough to be that good, I think, potentially. Also, it's quite high, so I think there's a really good chance that it is closer to what you would call probably the equator of the system. And there you go, it is indeed. I have to go up just a little bit to be right on the center. Let's see what we're talking about. 4 in local, so perhaps we can do something here. And it's a wormhole, unfortunately. Alright, moving on to Udella. Uadella, actually, not Udella, Uadella. Not the best system for exploration, because this is where lots of travel goes through when they come from Amar to go to Providence. So tends to be highly traveled, tends to be explored quite a lot. But we'll see, we will see. It's part of the test here. There's the planet being rendered. Does it move? Nope, just straight up 60. Yeah, I love this. I love this, that I can move this camera around like that. It's super, super responsive, very crisp. And it basically hardly moves at all in its FPS. Very, very good. What I was looking for. So next system, again, we jump in. Again, have that 1 second little dip, but it's really nothing. Then we move on to the scanning, which we do the exact same thing. One system, one signature, excuse me. Size, not too great. Local is low though, so perhaps. And I think I'm starting a bit high, but it's okay. We got it. So Eve Nero 58. Not sure what he's doing. Let's hope that it's... Oh, no, he's gone. All right, I'm all alone. Let's hope that it's like a new signature. It is a combat site. But not sure if it's going to be a good one, because second scan already 41%. If it's in like 30s, 20s, that's a little bit better. But here, oop, it's actually command relay. All right, can't complain about that. Some people ask me what's the 3, 4 out of 10 about, etc. So here when you warp in, you'll usually just click close as part of the reflex, but it tells you that the threat assessment is unsafe 3 out of 10. So this is basically 3 out of 10 in difficulty as well. 4 out of 10 a bit harder, and then for in low sec you find 5, 6, etc. out of 10s as well, which are quite a bit harder to do, and of course in risky space as well. I personally do enjoy going after these here. I'm alone, so we should be good, and that's gonna give me the chance to try the carrier method here as well. Just trying to get through the site with only the guards. Not always easy, but when it works, it's pretty cool. Let's quickly put this one somewhere that I can very quickly grab the mobile tractor unit for the second room. So we'll go like that, should be good. Again, watching my FPS, yeah, that's not moving too much. And let's go. Plonk down the guards. Once I'm below 50, I can't really coast out of range anymore, so we're gonna start blowing everything up as quickly as we can. And definitely focus on the moving targets first. So I should really just switch this one out away from the sentry gun. There we go, that one dies. Not sure if I'll be able to hit the Black Ops commander well, but we can give it a go. Like that. Quick track of where he is, so that if we do blow him up, we can basically try to, come on, destroy that one. One more hit, that's all we need. There we go. Yeah, he's going through the shields. I'll add my lasers. There we go. More damage. Can we get him? And look at that. Just that damage projection, despite the fact that it's basically full of frigates here and destroyers. But we're not gonna get the Black Ops Commander. He was a little bit too fast for us. So let's take that final target down. Let's see if we can use lasers on this one. And then go for that guy. Bit of a waste to still be firing at the Black Ops Commander, but I've really been focusing up here with my eyes. I should have watched the FPS monitor and all the action a little bit as well. We'll try to do better in the second room. So let's take that one out, and then he tries to escape, which is not acceptable. Approach. And then, of course, just the small drones. But look at that. Everything cleaned up with the sentry drones, except for the Black Ops squad leader, who is now pretty close to me. One volley down. That's good. Do you have to loot him? Well, you don't have to. Chance is really low for a faction piece, but it has happened. So it can be worth it to try it. And now we've got the acceleration gate. Let's take a look at that. 12 kilometers. Alright, perhaps if I had focused just on the squad leader first, but then I do think that some of the other frigates might have coasted within like 15 kilometers, then the guards can't track. So that's a bit of a choice that you have to make. For the second room, we do have a tactic ready, of course. That is with the tractor unit. Take care of the true Sansha first, and then let the drones deal with the rest. So let's see if we can get this to work. And then if we can enjoy the scenery a little bit more, because that's actually the real test. And so here, up here, little like power vent. That all close, and that looks good. Looks good. Super detailed. So, second room. True Sansha, where the hell? It's this guy. All right, the only frigate. Dropping sentry drones. Maybe a bit early, but I think we've been targeted, so they're not choosing their own target just yet. And there we go, going after the commander. And then let's actually start just looking around a little bit, maybe targeting these 5. And now just get stuck on that. Let's see if I can add my laser. And blop, there he goes. In the structure, and nice destruction. So then we'll just give him the order to fire at a couple of these guys. Mobile tractor unit is doing its work, and this looks really satisfying to me. Look at all of my sentry drones just firing their blasts away from us at all these targets. They start to blow up one by one. The loot is coming in, and now I'm just gonna try to not do anything. Let's see how they handle that. One is definitely firing at that heavy missile battery. So that one is gone. Let's see if they can catch the frigates. Going after that one. Blop, there it goes. So now I'm not doing anything anymore. They're going after this one as well. Come on, take care of it. There we go. Veteran down. Awesome. And just look at that. FPS not moving. Feels good. Blop, all of them focusing on that one. All of a sudden, he's gone. We can target the final few frigates and see if they can still track him. They're doing their best. I can add the lasers as well, of course, just to finish those that are well damaged, like that. But yeah, these sentry drones just choosing their own targets like that. Look at that. Complete independent destruction of the enemy. Now you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the scenery. I love how these green plasma shots, I'm not sure how to exactly call it, of course, but how these look. Zoom, zoom, all of them towards that heavy missile battery. Very, very nice. Let's see if we're lucky with the loot. Not really. It is a faction piece, but nothing too great. Scoop to cargo. Let's destroy the final one as well. And there we go. With the sides though, can't complain about that. Vigil and a 3 out of 10 on my first round. That's quite nice. So we got 2 more systems to go. we will do those. I did pull back the pack rat. Yep, there we go. And off we go. Police Ishtar has done his job. With the Sasha explosions on the background. Off we go. And yeah, alright. Good. Stable. Nothing too special to report here. Except it's not budging. 60 FPS, very, very smooth. I hope that it comes through on the recording as well. You do, of course, have some encoding and things like that in between. But, yeah, from my feeling, this is really good. Feels very, very nice, very stable. So, 2 more systems. Let's see what we can spot here. All drones are in. Probes... yep, are good as well. 3 signatures. Alright. Local is at 6. Must be a little early, basically, compared to everyone else. So let's see what we can still find here. That's too small. That's not gonna be anything. These 2 might be good. But I'm expecting wormholes. And back here we actually have a Charon. Let's take a quick look at that. Just for the graphics. Actually, I'm also seeing like a little bit more detail. Look at that, especially right there. Oops, it just jumped through. But I'm basically, it feels like there's a bit more detail as well in what's being rendered at the moment. So let's get this back. And that, of course, is still that little performance drop on opening the window. But other than that, very nice. Very happy so far. This feels good. MIC. What are you? Wormhole? I'll bet he's a wormhole. Exactly. Let's see if this one is also close to the planets. MKH. That, yeah, nothing moves there. Obviously, it's not that difficult to render, but now it's gotta do both the background where stuff can happen and the foreground here where we're actively moving stuff around. Unstable wormhole, and yeah, that's probably gotta be something like a hideout or something like that. Let's quickly check just to make sure. Sometimes I've seen some weird stuff where something really small unexpectedly becomes a 3 out of 10. It does happen, so I'm always all for, on your first round, check all the signatures, make sure that you know exactly what's in there so that you can spot the new ones right away. Don't skip any just because they're small. And here Bat Rider in the Gila is now also showing up, so competition is coming online as well. And then a Prophecy. I don't think that you'll do a lot of exploration in Prophecy. A Haunted Yard could be good, but I'm personally not gonna run that right now. It does potentially have some good rogue drone loot, but yeah, I'm happy with the results already. We've been going for 20 minutes already, so we'll see how this works out. And we'll just quickly check the TAL to see if anything new is there or not. But yeah, Bat Rider is hot on our tails. And the sun right there, you can see that reflection. I like it. It's looking pretty damn sweet. Damn, good stuff. And surprisingly long warp to get to the TAL. Let's go. That all looks really nice. Okay, through the gate, let's go. While Bat Rider is still scanning here, I might just beat him with a new signature. Yep, and there is a new signature. Alright, quite a bit of a drop here, but 55, I mean, it's relative, I think. But a bit of a drop there on the jump. But it recovers right away, and then this, yeah, definitely looks quite a bit too small, so let us align. Combat, but I don't think it'll be too good. haunted yard and a refuge just came in. So as expected, this was not too great, but I know what everything is, so we can just keep going. Now I'm gonna keep going a little bit more. We're gonna start running some of these refuges and things like that, do a second round, maybe even do a third round. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video though. Quick test of the RTX 2070. I am very happy with the results here so far. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.